Right back at it then. Another video for Triggered Reds. I thought what I'd look at today is essentially the decisions that have gone against Liverpool this season in relation to VAR. Now, I've heard the stat that there's been 11 VAR decisions go against Liverpool this season already, and it's more than any other team in the entirety of last season's Premier League. So I thought I'd have a little look at those VAR decisions. I'd review the videos, I'd review the clips, and I'd put them up. So this video is going to be time-stamped, and I'll put the timestamp in the description for when the clips of the VAR decisions will actually start. Just wanted to give a bit of an introduction to the video. I'm going to be speaking through each clip, whether I think it's a VAR decision incorrectly or a VAR decision which is correct and should stand. I haven't gone through every clip that we've had against us this season because it would have been here all fucking day editing it. But I've put some of the key ones in. Kind of got me thinking about it, watching the Everton highlights again the other night when DCL won the penalty. So there is some clips from the Everton match the other day. There's some clips from the Everton match earlier on the season. But what I will say is these clips, I'm viewing them through YouTube. They're not owned by Triggered Reds at all, and I'm just viewing them as a YouTube user and sharing them with you guys to add some context to each one of the clips. So by no means do these clips belong to Triggered Reds. They're not our property, physically or intellectually. So I hope you enjoy the video. Have a look at the clips, see what you think. Maybe comment, maybe subscribe, maybe go over to our Instagram page and give us a follow as well. And hopefully you'll enjoy the video. He's hit the ball, he's hit the man. Just pause it a sec there. It's been given as a penalty through a VAR check. And you're not going to get any complaints from me in relation to this one, really. He has swung quite wildly, and he's hit the man, and he's hit the ball. And, all right, yeah, it has been given as a penalty, but you're not going to get any complaints from me in relation to that. I do think the decision's probably right. It was a rash, reckless swipe at the ball, and, you know, you're always going to be putting yourself into a sticky wicket while, you know, when making a challenge like that so late in the game. So I'd say that decision is correct. If we move on to the next one, it's Mo Salah against Brighton. So again, you know, the strike was a lovely strike. It was a lovely move from Mo. And if you just pause it there, that's tight, isn't it? You know, you're looking at that. They just stick the lines where they want to stick the lines, don't they? But if you're actually having a look at that there on the naked eye, he looks level, but I think it's the way his legs are spread as opposed to the Brighton fella's more in motion. Mo looks like he's static and he's actually stopped moving. It's very tight, but if we play it on, let's just have a little look. Again, they put up another line. Don't know what these lines mean. I think they just whack up these lines and make it seem like they know what they're doing, when in reality they haven't got a fucking clue. But again, being given as offside. So probably again, say maybe the right decision. He looks like he's more advanced than the defender, but, you know, benefit of the doubt supposed to go with the striker, but whatever. So the next one's Fabinho's challenge here. Now we can see the tackle. It looks like a clean tackle, and it looks like it's on the edge of the box. So if it is on the edge of the box, it's going to be given as a penalty. If we just rewind that back, you can see there he's clearly touched the ball. He's come round the side of the man and he's touched the ball. So for me, it's not a foul. I know it's on the edge of the box, and if it's on the edge of the box, that means it's inside the box, so it is a penalty if deemed a foul. But I wouldn't even say that was a foul from Fabinho. So I'd say that decision was incorrect. Moving on to the next one, you can see Sadio Mane against Newcastle. Now, a lot of people were calling out for this to be a penalty at the time. Now, I wasn't all that sure when I watched it initially in the match. But if you go back and you watch it again, you can just see the defender, the goalkeeper, grabs his leg there. You can see he's got hold of his right quad. You know, Mane's a strong, powerful boy. If he could have got free there and scored, he would have. But you can quite clearly see there he's got his hand around Mane's leg. And, you know, it's a difficult situation for Sadio to be in at that point to try and progress in the game. He can't get there, defender clears it, wonderful defending. I'd say that was a penalty looking back at the game. Now this one's well documented. Jordan Pickford on Verge, I mean, could you be more cut and dry? Like,
a picture says 1,000 words. This one says 1,000,000 words. It's echoed through the season, all season. Everyone's saying get over it, but look at that challenge there. I mean, first of all, it was given as an offside against Liverpool, which I didn't think it was offside, but hey-ho, it's been given as an offside. But then if you look at that, like, you know, how's he not been sent off for that? Genuinely, that's so much worse than the Richarlison one on Thiago. And he doesn't get sent off for it. And then after this, up until this point, Liverpool were absolutely dominating the game. We were all over Everton. I think we were 1-0 up. We were battering them. And straight after this, Pickford makes 2 or 3 fantastic saves in the game. And obviously, if he's not in the park, he's not making them saves. So not only has it ended Virgil's season, potentially, it's had a massive impact on the flow and the momentum in the match as well. And that is absolutely shocking that they got that wrong. So again, we come up to the penalty now, which we just discussed earlier on. He's clear through, good save initially, and then if we look at it in the replay, he's given a pen straight away. He's made up his mind. It's a good ball from Richarlison, and he's in. And, you know, is it the right leg that comes up from Trent? I don't know. But how is that a penalty? Let's just rewind it back a little sec. I'm not too sure you can give this as a pen. You know, if you look at it, we'll just pause it. So Trent's in. You can see on that part of the video, he's well in front of Richarlison, so he's already made his tackle and he's not made contact with the player. Nat Phillips to the right of the image is running back as well to defend. Then you can just see him, his right leg there, hits Trent's head and he starts to stumble. He's still kind of up at the minute. Now he's already down as Trent's foot's coming up. There's the foot coming up. But as you can see, DCL's already on. He's already on the deck. Then he goes down fully, asks for the penalty. Penalty gets given. You can see from the referee, you know, he goes over to the screen. Ooh, that looks like a penalty, I think. I'm going to give that. Off he goes and he gives it.
It's hard to come back from that then. And then lastly, the one that probably hurts the most for all Liverpool fans, Thiago, you know, gets into the team, he's pulling the strings, looks great, gets clattered by Richarlison, back on his feet, you know, everything's, you know, we're dominating the game, picks out Mane with an absolutely pearler of a pass. Mane, lovely little turn, Henderson in, captain's goal, win the game, fairy tale stuff. You know, and look at the images, they speak for themselves. I just still can't figure out how this has been given as an offside. He looks clearly onside to me. The more you see it, the more he looks onside. It looks like the defender's hip is more advanced than him. And his back's almost arched, if you like. So I just can't figure it out. And it's something that has been a tough pill to swallow as a Liverpool fan this season. Some of the decisions that have been given through VAR. And not just Liverpool as well. A lot of the lower table sides have been affected by it. You say lower table sides, you know, we might be there ourselves soon enough. But they're not all the clips that are obviously available. We just wanted to give a little bit of selection of what we thought of some of the VAR results this season. We hope you enjoy.
There are always a couple of people who can tell you, yeah, but you didn't win. So now, let's talk about 6, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be.